I'm here at the Talisman, a restaurant in Karen with Stuart Hurd. Now this is the multi-talented Mr. Hurd, who actually owns the Talisman with Claudine, his wife, and it's a very lovely place. And I have been here to look at the artist's work, Patricia Jerry, but I couldn't escape the garden. Please tell me about your garden, and behind your garden you have a sports club or a wellness club. So please introduce yourself.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks for coming to Talisman. Just to correct, I'm one of the owners of Talisman. I own it together with my wife and Satyan, our partner here. My wife is responsible for the gardens that you mentioned, and she's also responsible for the great artists that we have coming through here.
Wonderful.
She's a big fan of Kenyan, well, not just Kenyan, but of art, but we try and promote local artists here.
Yes.
And so every 2-3 weeks we change the artist, and so we get a variety for our guests to come in and see.
Yes.
Artists are always very happy to come and exhibit here because a couple of things. One, we obviously have a lot of international traffic here, but
yes.
we also charge a very small commission rate just for the administration. So we're not like a normal gallery that takes 30-40%.
But you have lovely walls.
We have lots of different walls and
all over the restaurant.
Yeah, so
and you have several rooms.
Lots of different
you think
rooms.
This used to be an old house?
This is an old house owned by a very famous wildlife photographer and filmmaker called Alan Root.
Oh yes, we know he is famous.
Yeah, and Alan Root used to live here as a child.
Yes, he didn't die too long ago, did he?
He died like just 2 years ago. He'd obviously sold the house to other people. We then bought that house from that restaurant 8 years ago from a guy called Ian Cameron. Talking about the gardens that you mentioned, everything here is 100% organic. We don't allow any pesticide. So everything is grown organically, 100%. Which is why we also have so many beautiful birds. I think when you walked around, you saw sunbirds, bee-eaters, ibis. We've got tons of birds here.
But you also have trees in your restaurant.
We have trees growing in the restaurant. I think part of the allure of Talisman is obviously not just the fact that we have a very good chef, Ray, but we have a very nice environment here. So when people want to escape the hustle and bustle of Nairobi, what better place to come and chill out than in a lovely setting like you've got here?
Now, I saw you had sort of a game area for children, a house. What is that?
So we've got a tree house and obviously a play game area outside, as you say, in the garden for kids, so that when families come here, they can let their kids go out and play. We've got swings, we've got tree house, slides.
Wow.
And then, as you mentioned earlier, we've got the wellness club, the Dojo Wellness Club, down at the bottom of the garden there.
Tell me about this wellness club.
So the wellness club is it's a holistic view on how to keep healthy. So not just being physically fit, it's being fit in mind, body, and soul. So we don't have lots of machines, we don't have lots of treadmills and stuff like that. We rely a lot on.
But you have teachers.
On classes, so we do spinning, we do calisthenics, we do boxing, taekwondo, yoga, Pilates, and we also do parkour for kids. So there's an outside area where people can come, leave their kids to do classes. So while the kids do a class, the mum and dad can go and do a steam, sauna, massage, or do some serious exercise.
But I think you said it was a members club.
It is a club. It is a club, but it's so we have full-time members, people who pay monthly. But we also, for people that just want to come for the day, you can come in for the day and just pay for a session. For example, you obviously it depends what you want to do. You can come and have a massage. You can come and do a boxing class or put your kids into a class. So you don't have to be a member per se. We call it a club, but it's not like your traditional club where you all are forced to pay a serious membership fee.
But your garden is just beautiful. Well, I look forward to finding out all the names of some of the trees and shrubs.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Well, I think that goes a lot to the history of the place. You know, the trees haven't been cut down, so we've got lots of very old trees. Probably were here since the days Alan Root was running around in his shorts and playing with his snakes in the sand pits here.
Oh dear. Do we have? I hope we don't have snakes.
Not at the moment. We haven't seen many, but
well, that is important because there are a lot of people who don't like snakes.
This is true, and most of those snakes are gone, as far as we know.
Oh, good.
So,
but you have beautiful birds.
yeah, lots of beautiful birds, as I mentioned earlier. Bee eaters, sunbirds. I mean, we get a huge amount of birds here because we don't use insecticides. We've got lots of worms, and there's lots of insects for the birds to eat here.
And you remember, I'm told you have a vegetable garden.
The vegetable garden is 100% organic, and we use a lot of the vegetables in our restaurant here. We also use a lot of the vegetables in our organic bar, Revive Bar, at the dojo.
Oh.
And we make our own kale crisps, spinach crisps, aubergine crisps,
Wow.
energy balls, lots of different smoothies. We do shots of turmeric, ginger, celery. It's all very, health conscious.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I look forward to coming back to Talisman. I can see you have inside and outside lots of wonderful things going on. And you say your chef is, what does he specialize in? What kind of food?
He's an exceptional chef, so it's hard to say that he's specialized in anything, but he's very good with seafood. But he's Danish, and unlike most chefs, he's not moody. He's a very stable and easy, a brilliant chef to work with. He's also our general manager.
We'll come back and interview the chef.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. This is a marvelous place, Talisman Restaurant. Thank you.